The Hulk you think Peter David created never actually existed. Most fans and even some obituaries still get this wrong. The truth about his so-called Professor Hulk is nothing like what you've seen in the movies. And once you know it, you'll never look at the Hulk the same way again. We're going to go back to the late 80s and early 90s, inside one of the most celebrated Hulk runs in comic book history, and uncover how a single retcon and later the Marvel movies twisted the memory of David's creation into something he never intended. By the end, you'll see why calling his Hulk Professor completely misses the point, and why the real version was far more dangerous. For most of the Hulk's early life, Bruce Banner and the Hulk were locked in a brutal tug-of-war. Banner wanted the Hulk gone. The Hulk hated puny Banner. But the very first Hulk wasn't mindless. He was gray-skinned, cunning, and dangerous. When Peter David took over in 1986, he inherited this Gray Hulk from John Byrne's run. David embraced him, sending the Hulk to Las Vegas as mob enforcer Joe Fixit. No Banner, just the cunning, amoral giant gray hero. Eventually, Banner returned. So did the savage Green Hulk, but now they were all inside the same mind, battling for control. This led to the Incredible Hulk SH-377, where psychiatrist Doc Samson hypnotized Banner and his Hulks, revealing the trauma at the heart of it all: an abusive father, a murdered mother, and decades of bottled rage. Samson integrated Banner, the Green Hulk, and the Gray Hulk into one being: strong, intelligent, cunning, and finally at peace. Or so it seemed. Years later, Paul Jenkins would retcon this, revealing Samson hadn't integrated them at all. He'd created a third personality, the Professor. That name stuck, and suddenly fans started calling David's Hulk Professor Hulk, even though that's not what David wrote. And here's the truth that gets lost. David's Hulk wasn't a genial sweater-wearing scientist. He was a bully, still driven by rage, just more controlled. One perfect example? In Hulk Annual number 17, he rescues hostages from the villain Tyrannus, trades for the villain's life-saving water, then pours it on the floor, forcing Tyrannus to lick it up. When Betty questions him, he just says the man deserved it. This wasn't a professor. This was a predator who'd learned to play chess instead of throw punches. And that's why Hulk Future Imperfect hit so hard. David showed us the end game. The Maestro wasn't some alternate version. He was this Hulk evolved into a tyrant. The MCU's Professor Hulk may be fun, and Jenkins' retcon added its own flavor. But Peter David's Hulk? He was never a smiling scientist. He was something much scarier. A mind as sharp as his fists, and a rage that had learned to wait. If you learned something new about the Hulk today, hit like and subscribe, because comic book history is full of legends that aren't quite what they seem.